Hi friends, welcome to Krishna's Tech Info. I have started a new video series, Linux Fundamentals. In this, I will be posting videos related to the Linux basics. So please do support me. Please subscribe to my channel to watch all my technology videos. In this first video, we can see about the Linux file structure. I am going to explain it in a Ubuntu machine. Man hierarchy command, that is man HIER. This will provide the description of all the file system hierarchy. So you can see the explanation for every directory structure //bin boot dev /etc. I'm going to explain every directory now. You can use this option to gain some information. Now I'm going to explain every directory in the slash. All the Linux systems will have the directory structure that starts the root directory. So the root directory is represented by a forward slash. In every Linux systems you have the forward slash, which is the root directory. I have changed directory to root and listed the files. So you can see the directories that are available in the slash. First we can see about the /bin directory. So I'm going to change directory to bin and listed the files. Here you can see all the executable files. The /bin directory contains all the binaries for use by all the users. So you can use the commands run by the normal user will all be residing in this /bin directory. So cat copy, you can run any command with a normal user using this /bin. Next we can see about the sbin directory. These sbin directories contain the binaries to configure the operating system. So many of the system binaries that are available in this /sbin directory require the root privileges to perform any task. So this sbin directory is mostly related to a root user. You can see all the commands mount, e2fsck, init, if up, if down. All the commands which are going to execute using the root user will be using these binary files. Next we can see about the /lib directory. The binaries that are found in the /bin and /sbin often use these shared libraries that are located in /lib directory. So here you can see the library files that are available. Here are the modules. In the x86-64 directory you can see the library files that are used by the /bin and /sbin directories are located here. So every time you run a command in your Linux system, those commands will be executed using these shared libraries. Next we can see about the op directory. The purpose of this op directory is to store the optional softwares. So if you are going to install any optional softwares like GitLab, NagOS, Samba or any other softwares, you can use this /op directory to install all those optional packages. So next we can see about /boot directory. Here you can see all the files that are needed to boot your system. These files don't change very often. You can see grub bootloader files here. You can check the grub bootloader. Grub. Here's the grub configuration file, which will use to load your kernel. Next we can see about the /etc. This /etc directory contains all the mission specific configuration files. So you can see all the configuration files like Apache, GitLab and your network configuration files. Every configuration files that are needed for your system will be stored in this /etc directory. Now we can list the configuration files that are available here in the /etc directory. ls/etc asterisk to list all the configuration files from the subdirectories and conf. Here you can see the configuration files that are available in the /etc. Many configuration files are available. You can see the ldeb.conf. So you can see all the configuration files, and in init.t you can see all the executables that are needed for the services to run. So you can use this init.t directory to run any service /etc init.t and your service name. You can start, stop, and you can check the status using this, the X11 directory. The X11 directory is for the graphical display. The configuration file for your graphical display is available in this directory. The shell directory will be copied to the home directory of the newly created user, so it usually contains the hidden files like .bash or c .bash profile, etc. Next we can see about the data directory, which is home. We can first see about the home directory. Most of us will know about the home directory because the user's home directory files will be stored in this home directory. So here you can see the users documents, downloads, desktop files, etc. Next we can see about the /root directory, which is the home directory of the root user. /root directory contains the files for the root user. Next we can see about the srb directory, which is the service directory for data that is served by your system. Next we can see about the media directory. The media directory serves as the mount point for your removable media devices such as CD-ROMs, digital cameras, various USB attached devices like a pen drive. So if you plug a pen drive or any external hard disk, your devices will be shown in this /media directory. Next we can see about /mnt. The /mnt directory will always be empty. You can use it as a temporary mount point. So if you are going to temporarily connect an hard drive, you can mount it in the /mnt directory. Next we can see about the temp directory. Here the temporary files will be stored in the /temp directory. So the applications and the users should use this temp directory to store the temporary data when needed. So the data will be stored in the /temp, may be used either for the disk space or RAM, which will be mainly managed by the operating system. Next we can see about the /dev directory. The dev directory appears to be the ordinary files but not actually located on the hard disk. It is populated with the files as kernel is recognizing hardware. You can see the common hardware such as hard disk drives will be represented in the device files in the /dev directory. Next you can see the TTY and PTS files. The TTY represents the terminal or the console which is attached to the system. So the PTS is when you are typing a command in the terminal that is part of a graphical interface like a genome or KDE, then the terminal will be represented as dev PTS1. Here you can see the /dev null, which is considered as a black hole. So whatever you store in this /null will not be there. It won't be found. Anything which is written to the /dev null will be discarded. So /dev null will be mostly useful to discard the unwanted outputs from your commands. Next we can see about the proc directory. Proc directory is another special directory. Here you can see the CPU information in this proc directory. So you can run the proc CPU info command to get the CPU information. You can also get the memory information using the mem info command. You can see the memory information. So you can get all the hardware information from this proc directory. Next we can see about the sys directory. The sys directory contains the kernel information about your hardware. So you can see the block, bus, class and the other devices information. So it contains the kernel information about your hardware. The Linux system uses the sysfs to support the USB and hot plug devices. So it is used for hot plugging. Next we can see about the user directory /usr. The user directory stands for Unix System Resources. So it contains the shareable read-only data. Some people will use this to mount the /user as a read-only. So we can mount a read-only NFS share in the /user directory. The user bin directory contains some binary commands. You can see the binary files here in the user bin directory, and you can see the other directories such as include, lib, local, share. The include directory contains the generic use include files for C. The user lib directory contains the libraries that are not directly executed by the users or script. Next, the user local directory can be used by administrator to install the software locally. Next, the user src directory is the recommended location for the kernel source files. So the last directory in the root structure we can see about the var directory. The var directory contains the directories like log, cache, spool files. You can see about the var log directory first. The var log directory serves as the central point to contain all the log files. So you can see the log files of GitLab, Squid, and if you have installed Apache, you can see the Apache log files here. I have not installed Apache in this system. You can see all the log files in this var log directory. Here you can see the syslog file. This file will contain all the information just happened to the system. So whatever been executed in the system, you can see the messages in this var log syslog file. So we can just see some output. You can see the execution that are taken place in our system. Next we can see about the var cache directory. The var cache directory contains the cache data for all the applications. You can see the cache files that are available for the applications. The var spool directory, you can see the files for your mail and cron tab. So it serves as the parent directory for the other spool files. Next, in the var lib directory, you can see the application state information. At last we can see about the run. The var also contains the process ID files in the var run. In this video we saw about the Linux file system structure. So we can see more about the Linux basics in this video series. Please post your suggestions for this new video series. Thanks for watching this video. Post your comments and suggestions. Please share and subscribe to my channel. Press the bell button to get instant notifications on my videos. You can follow me on this Instagram ID and Facebook page. For any queries, you can reach me on this Skype ID.